do so bad. You find we so rich in human resources, and yet the country going to pieces. Well, let me tell you, my friend, where we went wrong. After Eric Williams' old car break down, we called in an AR, we ordered an X-car and installed a new driver. With 33 passengers from the party, we gave him a maxi taxi, fitted with mag wheels, tape deck, computer, air conditioned with cylinder. We pushed new fittings, this maxi car, then it started to swerve and nosedive. It took a year for passengers to realize, they say, the new driver cannot drive.
So let me zero in. You have a seed program. The World Bank says if you're making $650 or less, you're poor. Yet still, the seed program is only paying you $350 and $450. They are aware of the World Bank report. Why then raise the seed program to $650 or more? So if they were interested in alleviating poverty or truly helping you, they would raise the figure to $650 or more.
To the men and women of the Royal Grenadian Police Force who put their lives at risk, we know that since 1995, there has been no pay and salary grade adjustment for you. That is 22 years ago. No adjustment to your pay and salary scale. And I therefore assure you that the National Democratic Congress will address that issue.
So let me zero in. You have a seed program. The World Bank says if you're making $650 or less, you're poor. Yet still, the seed program is only paying you $350 and $450. They are aware of the World Bank report. Why then raise the seed program to $650 or more? So if they were interested in truly alleviating poverty or truly helping you, they would raise the figure to $650 or more. So I'm saying to all of the persons who are genuinely on the seed program, particularly our older citizens who would have worked to help build Grenada, the seed program should be for you, for people who are differently able, for elder citizens.
Good day one, good day all. Good day listeners, good day friends, good day acquaintances, good day colleagues, and good day to the enemies of this program. The enemy of my enemy might be my friend. The word for today, ego, comes from Matthew 25:40. The king will reply, truly I tell you, whatsoever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did it unto me. There is nothing in the book of scriptures that would suggest that it is possible to separate the love from God and the love from people. Igwe, they can pretend they love God and hate people. It is impossible. Well, the caption for today's Independent Talk for Sunday, 5th February 2023. Grenada is my constituency, Igwe. Real FM is my parliament. And I'm the people's spokesman. And I'm blessed by the Ancient of Days. The topic of the program today will style it Vulture. I will endeavor to give the meaning of the dictionary. Vulture Vulture is also someone who is eager to get some advantage from another person's difficulties or from another person's weakness. A person or a thing that prey greedily and relentlessly on others, especially the helpless. And the action of this present NDC is that they are vultures indeed. And I will endeavor through the course of this discussion to provide you with facts beyond reasonable doubt that this present and prey on the freely and ruthlessly on others, especially the helpless. So I laid the foundation with a clip from the Honorable Prime Minister. And I will endeavor to give you real life scenarios to suggest and to convince you beyond the shadow of any reasonable doubt. So folks, friends, colleagues, acquaintances, even the naysayers and the cynics, Igwe, even my enemies, allow me to lead your mind to a journey of facts, like how Christ led his disciples in the Garden of Gethsemane, Igwe. First, there's information reliably so to suggest that hundreds of persons have yet to get paid. And I want them to come with facts and prove to me that everybody get paid. Because one of the advisors was on Facebook suggesting so and trying to make excuse as to why they don't get paid. But no excuse was made to pay ministers $2,000. Vulture behavior. No excuse was made to pay the teachers for when they didn't work. And no excuse was made to find money for the Ministry of MIT, Ministry of Mischief and Victimization. They prey on the weakness and the helpless, the workers of the faith-based organization. Up to now, Igwe, they don't pay. They preying on the weak and the helpless. And they're doing that greedy and relentlessly. Even the AG feel good about the preying on the workers of Carrico, making them go. And they did not afford them cars. And at the same time, natural justice, Igwe. And these are the facts. They go in direct contravention. And I want them to challenge me, Igwe. I want them to take what I say. Go to the Employment Act, chapter 29, subsection 5. Chapter 74, 1 and 74, 2. 74, 2A and 75, subsection D and subsection E. And they will find out that's how they treat with the workers. What they making go. They don't allowing them natural justice, or even cause, or even giving them the time in informing them of termination. The CJ workers, because the present Prime Minister was in a rally in the Trade Center, Igwe, and he boasting about like they giving them the money. And we come here right on Real FM and we debunk those lies. We debunk the lies of the faith organization and we gave you figures matching up to the figures of the 6 million he told you about. We gave you the figures and we made you understand that the people was working. And he's saying Grenadians need a lot of money. But you take it, the environmental wardens, there was a serious assault on them because these people are weak and helpless. And it is difficult for them to find disposable income. And this present administration is praying greedily, P-R-E-Y, not P-R-A-Y, P-R-I, greedily and ruthlessly on these people. They fire close to 1,000 workers already, Igwe. Without, as we say, natural justice, they don't give them a cause or to listen to be heard. They just make them move. That is praying greedily and relentlessly on others, especially the helpless. Yes, Igwe and the 150 from the seed. So I want that clip with the seed again because I want people to understand how these men are preying on the helpless. Relentlessly so.
So let me zero in. You have a seed program. The World Bank says if you're making $650 or less, you're poor. Yet still, the seed program is only paying you $350 and $450. I love the World Bank report. Why then raise $650 or more? So if they were interested in truly alleviating poverty or truly helping you, they would raise the figure to $650 or more. So I'm saying to all of the persons who are genuinely on the seed program, particularly our older citizens who would have worked to help build Grenada, the seed program should be for you, for people who are differently able, for elder citizens.
And if you care about the people, the elderly people of this country, why, Mr. Prime Minister, why you remove the 150? And don't tell me about it was not budgeted for. Because Igwe, the $2,000 for government ministers was not budgeted for. The money you pay teachers, what they didn't work for, was not budgeted for. The money to set up the Ministry of Mischief and Victimization, you went and asked for a supplementary to find the money. So find the money. And while you're at it, redeem yourself and pay them $650. If it's one good thing you do, do it. And Igwe school children say, because Anglican school children, you see, we pass them up the day. I don't know if they go in some independent thing, we pass them. Say, you hear they saying how it's like the advisor and the financial advisor might go because the PM don't listen. They see, they hear that?
Yeah.
That they, when you see when I tell you stop, let me hear what the children them saying.
Yeah, yeah.
They say the man who advising in finance, you see, like the guy don't listening.
Yeah, the guy don't listen.
So the school children say there's information to just, I don't know what the school children get at, but they say school children doesn't lie. It's a lie. And that is the crux of the matter. So Igwe, let me put it in context. They go finish pay. You have a clip by Mr. Andrews there, we go pay. We go find ways to pay and we have links. And we don't pay late. Look for that clip for me. We didn't pay late. Yeah, man. You have it?
Yeah.
Line it up, let the people here.
So don't worry your head too much about the treasury, empty treasury. We, the NDC, we have the exposure. We have had the exposure. Good. And we know what to do to find money to look after the needs of our people. And as I have the mic, let me see. As we go around the country and we speak to our people, that's a topic that they always say to us. We go pay salary late, and we don't know how to run a country. Tell them that we say we know how to run a country, and tell them that we wouldn't violate. All right? Tell them that affirmatively. We're not going to pay salary rate and we know how to run our country.
Well, with that statement, and coincidentally, today he is the acting Prime Minister. Today. Because they say the person might come back sometime today. So now he's the acting Prime Minister. And they say they go find money for the needs of the people. But how come you find money for the needs of the seed people, Igwe? Because that is what play it again, you know. I want Igwe. Because I don't want them to be making up things on them. Because they're doing enough stupidness, we don't have to make up nothing on them.
So don't worry your head too much about empty treasury. Empty treasury. We in the NDC, we have the exposure. We have had the exposure. Good? And we know what to find money. And as I have the mic, as we go around the country, they always say to us, we go pay salary rate and know how to run a country. Tell them that we all right? Tell them that affirmatively. We're not going to pay salary, know how to run our country.
Because I late this month, and he has some more to get. So those who are to get Minister Lennox Andrew, they must worry. They must worry because they don't get paid. And with that is the actions and proof that this present administration are vultures. Because they know how to find money to pay, but yet still they taking out money on the poor people, the 150. So he get ahead with all this stock, our vertical and horizontal, and was not budgeted for. And all these shenanigans, Igwe, they just old talk. So Igwe, tell Mr. Lennox Andrew for me, stop fooling the people. Because the seed people have a need. And you say, find money, so find the money, pay these people. Your Prime Minister said they should get in 650. Find the money. And over 100 people who do get paid. And that is the Igwe of our government. That is the proof. Because they're taking advantage on people in their difficulties. They're taking advantage on the weak people. They're taking advantage on the helpless people. And they're doing it greedily and relentlessly. Igwe. And they can't already one thing and laughing. And like big joke and saying why they don't get up and go and walk. But Mr. Lennox and you see, they go find ways. They go find money. They know how to run country. And how right now they cannot run country because over 100 people don't get paid. And I want them to challenge me on that. The seed people, I'll take their money when I'll say I could find money to pay because they need it. And you is the acting Prime Minister. Mr. Andrew, you need to come better than that. The faith-based organization workers up to now, they don't get paid. They must worry. The workers of Kare couldn't even get natural justice. They must worry. The CJ workers, Mr. Andrew, they must worry. The environmental wardens, they must worry. The 1,000 people you make go, they must worry. And the crowning moment, you remove 150 from the people when your Prime Minister admitted what they get in was not enough, you take out on it. That is behaving like a vulture, like a kobo. When the kobo there on the lab, waiting for when you at the weakest point to take advantage on you. And you're treating with these people and them in the difficulties. You're treating with them in the weakness. You're treating with them on the health, and you're taking full advantage. And yes, after you do them all that, you don't pay faith-based, you don't pay CJs, you make those in Kareku go, you make the environmental wardens go, you make close to home go, you remove 150 from the seed KB, and they still put in VAT on electricity from the end of this month. They still put in a levy on electricity from this month. They still put in a levy on water from this month. And the SRO to give the lot teeth for VAT on sugar and adult beverage, alcohol and cigarette. You still putting that on the backs of the Grenadian people and the MPs. The MPs. You have a disdain for the police force. Because when I meet up in an accident and all of those stay on the scene, and the police corporal talking to all cursing them, but there's a comprehensive note in the station there. I hope the commissioner of police understand, because you know they don't want Christopher Columbus in Italy. Commissioner of police, you know there's information to soldiers, they don't want you around. The situation with the police sergeant, with KB political son in Kareku, there's a note in the station diary, and you, the commissioner, saying you didn't know. Who you want to know? So you are trying to tell us you're not in charge of the force? You're trying to tell us maybe Vanico is in charge of running the force? You didn't know. And that is why when I say they act like vultures on the backs of the poor people, and they must stop that. Because it is important to understand, and this is not about politics, KB. It's about what is happening to the people presently in this country.
We feel their pain.
Because the Prime Minister say the people on the seed, he quote the World Bank report, and he believed in the World Bank report. If he didn't believe, you not quote it. And yet still you take away, and you're making this flimsy excuse about budget. But KB, the 2,000 ministers was not budgeted for, but they found that money. The money they give teachers and they shut up Jude Bartholomew was not budgeted for, and they found it. The money for the Ministry of Mischief, the MIT ministry, was not budgeted for, and they found it. So that is the crux of the matter. So when we quantify that they are vultures, KB, let me tell you, a vulture is a personal thing that prey greedily and ruthlessly on others, especially helpless people, weak people, and people in difficulties. Igor, we're going to take a break here and come back.
From the north, covering south, east, and west. This is Real FM.
You asking me what is wrong with Trinidad? You can't understand why things go on so bad. You find we so rich in human resources, and yet the country going to pieces. Well, let me tell you, my friend, where we went wrong. After Eric Williams' old car breakdown, we called in an AR, we ordered an X-Con, and installed a new driver. With 33 passengers from the party, we gave him a maxi taxi, fitted with my wheels, tape deck, computer. air-conditioned cylinder. With posh new fittings, this maxi car arrives. Then it starts to swerve and nosedive. It took a year for passengers to realize. They say, the new driver cannot drive.
Say, put everybody, put all the money on the permanent stuff. Put all nurses on the permanent. Put all, everybody. Just put them because you're wicked if you don't do it. Yes. Go in government. Go into government and do that and find out who's going to support you. Go. Then you will find out and they'll say, I didn't understand and I did not know. That's why you have to come in to a training school first and learn before you become the hippie.
Holy will.
Yes, folks, we back. And we fine. Welcome, KB.
Thank you, Master.
No, KB, I always tell them all publicity is good publicity.
Yes. Master Call, I want to apologize for last Sunday. Due to unfavorable circumstances, we did not have the program. And I'll tell you, real people call me, and disappointed we didn't have the program, but no fault of ours. And today we're here, bring you the good news and the bad news. The bad news is the NDC continue to victimize poor people. The people's and the workers in the fishery department, security personnel, over 20 other workers were sent home. In Tivoli alone, over a dozen from the Tivoli area, the Batalam family, all of them was given the axe, given the red light to go home. They came to me and they said, KB, we all feeling the pain. We have our children to send to school. We have our mortgage. And out of the blue, they just call us and say, don't come back. And the only crime we commit, some of them commit, is because they wear green jersey. We cannot build a country, yet still the same people you sending home, the same people you visit, you're asking them to come together and build country. And this, you cannot build country by yourself alone. NNP are aware of that. That is why they were inclusive. They believe in inclusiveness, to bring everybody together to build country. It's hard. It's painful to send home poor people, children, all because you perceive the way green jersey around election time. You cannot ask for unity and peace when you behave like that. The people of this country, they are suffering. Every move you make is pressure on the back of the poor man. All majority of the small shops in the different villages going under now. And it happened before. I remember when my friend from Pearls called me. He said, KB, one NDC supporter said, when NDC were in power, all the small shop in poultry closed down. They only came back up when NNP came back in power. Because when you're talking about economics, you need talking about spending money. You can't talk about economics and you have money to spend. It don't make sense. It's poor people spending money. So you have to make money available. You have to make work available for them. Then you could talk about economics. You can talk about the economy when there is no money in the economy. I remember my friend Mabron, who may his soul rest in peace. He voted for NDC all his adult life. Just a couple elections back, he decided he's going to change. and vote for the NNP. And he said, KB, when NDC in power, the economy always stand up like River and Twine Lake. It don't go in no way. But when NNP in power, you see movement, you see action, bus drivers making money, the small shop in the village making money. You see life in the economy. You understand? Because the NNP always seek the poor man interests. Make sure you have and send your school. This government asking you to make the sacrifice. They feel the government haven't got to make no sacrifice. You, poor man, must make the sacrifice. And they take in from you and give the rich. That was as Massacre said the last time. It's over $700,000 you take away from the SEAL program. And what you did with $700,000, you take it and you pay part of the pension. So you take from the poor man and furnish you elite. During the election campaign, we warn you. We said, look at the policy of the NNP and look at the policy of the NDC and ask yourself, whose is they seek? And we warn you, the NDC will only seek the business of the rich, the interests of the rich. They would not seek the interests of the poor. Because something about poor people, these people don't like. No. The amount of people fail to receive their salary this month is alarming. Could you imagine less than a year in power and this is struggling to meet the commitment to pay people who work? When you boast, you beat your chest and you say you made $530 million lying there for you. 1 year, you have problem getting money to pay salaries.
6 months.
Just imagine that. You get to have problem to pay people. You say you made $5, and 1 year, I say you see that $530 million they boasting about, come back to them. I say pension. They beating the chest and say we pay pension. Yes, he make them, but he could break them because they have to find $100 million every year. You don't have a machine to make money. You understand? You can't plant marijuana for you to survive. You can't sell passport for you to survive. You understand? You have to find it some way. You understand? You're saying, Kit Mitchell haven't done anything. NNP haven't done anything in the past. Hey, they manage the economy. The World Bank give them a thumb up. The IMF give them a thumb up. They praise the finance minister and give him finance minister of the year. The CDB give them a thumb up. All financial institutions salute the government of the NNP. That is why you meet that amount of.
Who should I call?
That is why you meet that amount of money in the treasury. That is why I tell you, Sige Griboin, nobody can tell me nothing wrong about him. Yes, he lost his seat. I agree. He may not be a good politician. I agree. He lost his seat. But every time I see Gregory Boyne, I will salute him to create that buffer. And he said, KB, if this country closed down for 4 months, still have enough money to meet our commitment, international, local commitment for 4 months. If the country closed down and there is no revenue, that is how we're able to manage the economy. That is why I said going forward in the next dispensation, cannot turn our back on Gregory Bowen and Kit Mitchell because they are the best. They are the best. We have to be careful with our mouth. You understand? Some of us. Careful. And recognize in every human being there is a little bit of good and a little bit of bad in every human being. No human being all good and all bad or perfect. No. But we must recognize the good and don't only point mistake and shortcoming of human being. Everybody have shortcoming. That is why I always asking the NNPites stay together. It's because victory is very close. This government, it may not know, you know, but I know they will become very, very unpopular. As one NDC said to me, KB, we have a real problem in St. John. It seems as though our candidate apparently abandoned St. John's seat.
Yeah.
Abandoned St. John's seat. People asking Mr. W, come back and rescue us. Do some political work. If you don't want to come back, get somebody to represent us because the NDC represented abandoned the constituency. St. Patrick's is same thing. Hey, missing in action. They can see Mr. Canwal. They look up Idodi. They look down Idodi. They scatter in Cocoa Strat look for him Idodi. Oh, where you look for him Idodi? You just can't find him.
Kibi, how the acting prime minister presently was looking for him and Alan can't find him.
Well, the best joke, I was by a home in Kalalu and my friend toes pop up. You see, KB, you don't see Mr. Canwal.
He asking KB for Canwal.
I said, no, I see him. He said, one of the calling him man. He don't we some for we can find him.
In some rum shop?
I said, well, what kind of thing is that? I said, you are minister.
Rum shop, eh?
And if he see your number, he's supposed to answer. But even the people in his constituency said, this is the worst kind of representation they experience for a long, long time. And they used to say Uncle Tilly do good, but Uncle Tilly is 100 times better than Canwal.
He make Uncle Tilly, he make Pablo, he make Miss Moses look good.
All of them.
And KB,
this man just what I understand, he telling me he don't going back. He don't know this thing.
KB, and we hear and we want the people, KB, because you're hearing members of the Congress now saying the only reason they got Mr. Canwal to run because he have a lot of family and they hope that the family would have support him. So you see, was not about representation.
Exactly.
Gates, you have a song I want, a piece of song I want you to play it for me.
Exactly. They had nothing to represent, and they knew before he wasn't a people's person.
They know.
Because they said to me, KB, he not a people's person, you know. But he had 22 brothers in River Valley.
Yes, and Rosehill.
If like a lot of children. So hoping we will get that support in order to win the seat. But yes, you get the support, but after you win the seat, what happened if he's not a people's person? You don't know he go. Well, what the man do? The man go away.
So he go hit me.
You can't blame him.
It's that young people would heal. Some for them. Look. Those singing. Like 50,000 US this year. Union and ball corruption. Next to this, she hosts action. Sudama calls Maraj ball. Lawrence Maraj shows up from behind wall. Pandy,
Yes,
the jail is waiting. Pandy, all your thieves enough. Corruption in USC. So everything that are ready, all your fire treatment just hold. So we are panicked and very slow. Pandy no, Robbie say that you've got to go.
Yes, he will.
It seems as though
so
the lady in Guav abandoned ship,
Yeah,
Canwell abandoned ship.
you look at two of them with raising white flag already, like they abandoned sheep. But KB, how they expect us to stay on it if those among them abandon the sheep already? And that is the crux of the matter, you know?
And that is why.
Because when their own people see that the animal is not fit and proper for the job, they only bring him because he had family. When the people in Guav talking about the sheep abandoned by the representative for St. John's and KB, school children say that there is some kind of issue with 10,000, 30,000, 100,000 across here. I don't know what how many mark on about. Because they say at 30,000, they say men could be up in His Majesty's pleasure for 9,000. I don't know, school children have a jumble.
Yeah.
So folks, I will try to get it and unpack it for when they come back here the next time.
Yes, sir.
Because it's not 100,000. They're talking about a 30,000. They mention in hordes. They talk about another 9,000.
What?
So, like people abandon sheep, we can't stay on it. I'm very slow.
Why? You have to vet people these days.
I don't know.
You can't just take.
So we have a mark on our band because they want to take away the people's eye on the prize, KB. So they're throwing up all kind of thing.
Let's focus.
But focus, stay focused, NNP, stay focused.
Focus. You know, I listened to the political interview with Sheldon Scott when he called upon parliamentarian to get more active and to do more the cost of living. And so I want to endorse that, calling all parliamentarians to come out, speak out. Don't leave it up to me and Master Carl and other people and Francis Pierre only. You all have a role to play, you understand, in helping us with the PR and also putting the structure in place. I want to again agree with the political leader. If you want to take charge of the party or you want to be involved in to be a candidate or anyway of the party
or leadership,
you should go on the ground and do the political work.
You have to represent the people.
I agree with Dr. Mitchell. I agree with fully. If you want to be the leader of the NNP, go on the ground, meet the different constituencies, and do the political work.
And listen to the cause and the plight of the
people. And call out the
present
administration where they victimize, in the area of victimization, the high cost of living, the suffering of the poor people. Call them out. I agree. And I want to again appeal to NNP people. Stay together. Stay united. Because the NDC, they're not doing too well. I was about the party and engage a lot of NDC supporters from St. George's. And they all come and say, KB, watch. We boys do doing too well, you know. They do not have stupidness, you know. Majority of people you engage say, watch, the men doing that stupidness, you know. They ain't doing too well, you know. They are aware. They are aware. Money not circulating in this country. The businessmen burning out. They are aware. The poor man crying out. They are aware of the high cost of living. Every month end, go Grenville. Watch those people face when they come out and pay the bill. Watch the face. The muscles on the face tight, 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 tight. Watch them. Come out in the line, Grenek, Nawasa, with the muscles tight, tight in the face. No smile.
No, they can't smile.
No
There's
smile.
nothing to smile about.
Nothing to smile about. When you go into the grocery shop and you pull out $100, maybe 4-5 items, and he gone. He has no value. He can't stretch. You understand? Because of the high cost of living, runaway inflation. And they could do nothing about it. They will do nothing about it. And they put in the blame now is not we, it's the war in Ukraine. Take responsibility. Create the cushion for the poor man.
But before you used to be Kit Mitchell.
Before it was Kit Mitchell that caused everything.
Igwe, I want you to line up a clip. And just to tie into what KB said with KB's very good friend, Mr. Gregory Bowen. Line up that clip there for me, Igwe. Because he talk about cost of living. And KB, I want us to go and contrast and compare the two administrations, how they treat with cost of living. Yeah, Mr. Gregory.
Preservation and expanding social safeguards. Mr. Speaker, protecting our less fortunate citizens while helping to lift them out of poverty is our duty and responsibility. Government therefore reaffirms its commitment to leave no one behind, particularly in light of increased cost of living expenses. In this regard, the following social protection initiatives are part of government strategy to help cushion the effects of the pandemic on the most vulnerable. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, a maximum increase of $150 per household for beneficiaries of the SEED program effective January 2022 will be implemented. This additional benefit excludes those added temporarily as part of the stimulus package number 2.
KB, I play that clip to compare and to contrast. One, the Minister of Finance, the Honorable Gregory Bowen, as he then was, said the 150, along with other measures, was to help cushion the cost of living. Hey.
And not the temporary one?
No. Then, in recognition of the cost of living, the new National Party cap gas. So they say we go control it.
Yeah.
So whatsoever benefits, what are to do? They take a blow, they take a hit.
Government making sacrifice. Government makes sacrifice.
They create a basket of goods zero rated. The electricity fuel, 25% non-fuel charge. No VAT. No levy. The 150 of the seed program, they continued and they expanded the environmental warden, the debushing. Those measures was not about politics, was about cushioning the effect of cost of living.
Yeah.
And NMP get beat up for that.
Yeah.
All the AG and others did handout. But here what they do when they come in power. As they come in power, they uncap gas.
Yeah.
So you could go up to $40. They don't care. They didn't improve the food basket, the basket of goods. They put VAT on sugar, alcohol,
cigarette.
And cigarette, what they know a lot of people have an affinity for ingredient that they have an appetite for. They put levy on water, levy on electricity, and they bring back the 7.5% VAT on electricity. That's how they treat
poor man.
Poor man, you know. They take $2,000 for the ministers.
Yeah.
They cap freight for the friends.
And messy for the rich.
KB, these are the things what they pay teachers. They create a ministry of mischief where most of the staff of that ministry is from either the constituency of St. David's or South St. George coincidentally. The Honorable Andy Williams and the present Prime Minister. That is how they treat with cost of living.
What's about amnesty for the rich?
They remove the 150 from the poor people. They give an amnesty to who have and to already collected the people's money. They spend $500,000 on traveling. And you go tell me that vultures?
Let me tell you something. Listen to Gregory Boyne. You hear he say anything about 1 year?
But
you hear he say anything about it was there for 1 year? Play the clip again. Let me hear if Gregory said anything about 1 year. Let me hear if he said. Let me see if Gregory Boyne.
Preservation and expanding social safeguards. Mr. Speaker, protecting our less fortunate citizens while helping to lift them out of poverty is our duty and responsibility. Government therefore reaffirms its commitment, no one behind, particularly in light of increased cost of living expenses. In this regard, the following social protection initiatives are part of government strategy to help cushion the effects of the pandemic on the most vulnerable. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, a maximum increase of $150 per household for beneficiaries of the SEED program effective January 2022 will be implemented. This additional benefit excludes those added temporarily as part of the stimulus package number 2.
That is so clear.
Okay, let me tell you.
That is so clear.
Okay, let me tell you something.
So where they get this 1 year thing? Where they get it?
No, let me tell you what they're trying to do. And let me debunk that nonsense here today. A budget embodies the policies and plans of a government in any given year. Simple. So if you bought $8 million less for seed, you didn't care.
I agree.
Because in this budget, they allocate $8 million less for seed program than the previous year.
So they had to take it out.
So already the policy and the plan was not to treat the people in seed, was to make them, was to like vultures, was to prey on them. If it is the policy of the government to add or to support for the vulnerable due to harsh economic times, and the Prime Minister say he get worse. So he admitting he had harsh economic times, but he taking money from them. Then the same would be reflected in the pronouncement of government in the estimates and revenue. Estimates of revenue.
For the
or in a supplementary and other instrument to give effect. So if they really care about the people on seed, if they really remember that he say the World Bank talk about the 60, you'll have budget for it. KB, but hear this. It is not, if it is not part of this government policy or the position to create, and to, you have to be clear about it. But here's what. So they say, KB, that it was budgeted for 1 year. And it was not budgeted for. Let me deal with that. Was the $2,000 they give the ministers budgeted for?
No.
Was the $500,000 they used to travel around the world on their own frolic, was it budgeted for? Was the money what they give teachers, what did they work for, was it budgeted for? Was the money they get to set up the Ministry of Mischief and Victimization, was that budgeted for? So don't come and tell me nothing about budget and what not budgeted for, KB.
Is your policy?
If you had a policy and you care about the poor people of this country, you would have find the money. Because you will give me that report again with the program, because I want to hear him. I don't want people to believe we just beating up on him. So listen to him.
You have a seed program. The World Bank says if you're making $650 or less, you're poor. Yet still, the seed program is only paying you $350 and $450. They are aware of the bank report. Why then raise the seed program to $650? So if they're interested in truly alleviating poverty or truly helping you, they would raise the figure to $650 or more. So I'm saying to all of the persons who are genuinely on the seed program, particularly our older citizens who would have worked to help build Grenada, the seed program should be for you, for people who are differently able, for elder citizens.
KB, somebody sent a comment here for you. A school child. They say, I heard that there is an issue of some accounted money in St. John's and St. Mark's. They want you to
I don't know what
stick your nose in.
Now we set up a mark on our about the 100,000 and the 30,000 and the 9,000. That's the same thing they're talking about.
That's the same thing?
Okay.
Yeah, so we go stick it.
But and then there is a next one here for you again, KB. The past year in Loreto, they have 2 workers cutting it with a weed eater, 2 NDC workers. They want you to comment on that
That's
as well.
That's the whole thing, man. But KB, listen this. Listen this, Igwe. The Prime Minister and them keep saying that the monies for seed was not budgeted for. Who was responsible for budgeting the money for seed?
Them.
So if he did not budget for, how he expect to make an excuse? Let's take that call. Good afternoon, caller.
Good afternoon.
I want to use a phrase as Master Carl usually uses. There is reason to believe from information outside there.
Yes.
That there is an uneasy calm in the general hospital.
There's a what?
Uneasy calm
Uh.
at the general hospital. Because in recent days, the Minister of Health visited, and Friday the Prime Minister went there and hold meeting with them, and they're discussing because not all the nurses would have received 500.
No, the 410. Don't say 500. 410.
I talk now about the figure that I hold. That's the information that I got.
Okay. All right, okay.
And concern about what do they cost them more money because right now the INS go up and they put them in the 500 and put it.
And they have to pay personal income tax.
They have to pay personal income tax. Right. Just
Oh boy.
So here what they do, KB. All the talk that Senator Jonathan Lacrette make, all the theatrics in Parliament, or the 500 for the nurse, you know he make the nurse worse stuff.
Yes, of course.
Because they now have to pay personal income tax on the whole salary. And instead of 500, all this is 410.
And some of them don't get
it. That's what vultures do.
But
they take advantage of the helpless.
Take the call. Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Welcome to the program.
And I also hear school children say, new ride coming in too.
New ride?
You hear me?
Yes, hear you. For who?
Yeah, okay. Eh?
New ride for who?
New ride for who?
For the one we know you know talk about it.
225 G's?
New ride.
225 G's?
Yeah.
All the drivers and them cannot drive, they cannot maneuver.
All right, thanks.
I want to piggyback on what Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell said. This man don't have no shame. He's saying Dr. Mitchell should pay, NNP should pay $650. Well, we pay $450. You still take out $150 out of it. You saying we should pay, the World Bank say the people qualify for $650. And you are attacking NNP for not paying $650. NNP pay $450, $150 out of it. What sense it make? Somebody walking on the head. If you're saying the NNP pay enough, based on what the World Bank estimate we should be paying, suggest we should be paying $650 to the poor and vulnerable. The NNP say, look, I could only manage $450. When you come, you have to, you should add the next $150, but you take out $150. Take the call. Hello. Hello, afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How you doing, Chief?
Okay, good afternoon, Good afternoon, Igwe. Good afternoon, Mr. Carl. Anyway, I'm a Sakaran KB. You know, I always say, there's some people when they are nice, you speak nice, enticing words, that sounding nice in the ears of people, but in their heart, there is hate towards one another. And the Prime Minister was saying that the people who collecting the seed, 300 and 350 and 450, they're keeping people in poverty, and they should receive 650 or over. Right? You say that. That's a report from the World Bank. You came in government, you are the Prime Minister, you are the Minister of Finance. If you cares and love people, and want to take up people and eradicate poverty, your duty, your duty that you should increase and make it more. So you say people are poor, so there are comparison between among poor and poorest. Right? Instead of making the people better and making them poor, right? I'm stuck out, something like when we check the role of the Satan, you see the thief come but to kill, to steal, and to destroy. And I see the NDC government government to destroy the poor people. The poor, they don't care what the poor, they only care what they sell.
I agree with you.
That's in the DNA.
I agree with you.
That's not it.
All right.
I agree with you. Every move they make.
Put everybody, put all the money on the permanent. Put all nurses on the permanent. Put all everybody. Just put them key for it. Yes. Go in government. Go into government and do that and find out who's going to support you. Go, then you will find out and understand, and I did not know. That's why you have to come in to a training school first and learn before you become the Hippie.
We lost that one.
They got free advice, KB, and they didn't take it.
No.
Caller is back.
Hello.
Hello.
Afternoon.
You're smart work and discipline. It is smart work. They take out this money. One election near, they go make it 650.
But we hope so.
I tell you.
Once the poor people benefit, we're against that.
Yes, there is a sign.
Mm-hmm.
They're waiting until the election year to put back this, to make it 650. So you are smart on the plane. The story them, but it's smarter than them. One last happen, whoop whoop, I'll fall down again.
We hoping so. Thanks for calling. The number to call 442 0175.
Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Little smart. Where the guy is, man? That was one I ever asked for the longest while. This one out of Araya?
He's saying what you don't mean, man.
My God. Never see something like that. This one,
What? Play that clip again with what Mr. Dickens say about the World Bank. Deacon Mitchell.
Which one was the one?
The one with the 650.
But
just play,
like that clip.
Play that clip again. I believe I will hear what the man say.
So let me zero in. You have a seed program. The World Bank says if you're making 650 or less, you're poor. Yet still, the seed program don't pay 350. Beware of the World Bank report. Why then raise the seed program to $650 or more?
I hear enough. I hear enough. So, Mr. Deacon Mitchell, you sure you hear what you're saying?
So why he don't raise it, KB?
Well, that's my problem. This man don't shame. Mr. Honorable Deacon Mitchell, you don't shame. Hear what you're saying? You're asking the NNP to raise it. You say 450, not enough. It should be 650.
No.
As you get in point, you take out 150. What's wrong with these people?
If the NNP care, they go raise it. So that shows he don't care. Because he take out.
Next call, please.
Vultures. Hello?
Hello, afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon, KB and Mastercard.
How are you doing?
Yeah, good, man. Just good. For the last 2 weeks, a team of us was calling for the go back to the seed program for the elderlies and the disabled people and, you know, the young children. That is what we calling for it. But now we extending that call because what they're doing now is they're taking off people from the program. 85-year-old people, 75-year-old people, and they're trying to see if they could save money by taking off these people. So we're calling now for them to put back on these people. Because the people they're taking off, their family are coming to us and their families are crying out, look, these are money we have to use to buy medication for mommy and daddy. These people at that age use so much different medication and it's expensive because they cannot get it in the government dispensary and in the pharmacy. It's expensive and in fact, it's getting more expensive. And what they do, this month and gone there, when the people go for their parents' money, they tell them they're no longer on the program, on the seed program. That is people who was on the seed program for more than 10 years now. They're taking them off. They're putting them off, and they're just saying to them they're no longer on the program. So we have another thing to call on. I'm not speaking to these NDC people who just call us and answer us back. We're speaking directly to the head. We're talking to our Prime Minister, Deacon Mitchell, because he's the one who made that clerical call during the campaign that they should get more money and they're still in poverty, they're still poor, and the World Bank justified that if you're getting less than $650, you're still poor. And he was proud enough to appeal to NNP to bring it beyond $650. Now they take out from it, and not just take out, but they say they're cleaning the list, but they're not cleaning the list. I know if long ago when you go into school and you're a center, and time you say you do something wrong and you take your rubber and you're rubbing it off and the rubber dirty in the page, that is what they're doing there, you know. They ain't taking off, they're more dirty in the thing now because they're hurting poor people. And what hurts me is the people they're doing that to is very poor people. Why poor people become their center target for money? It's like they're taking from the poor in the thing to give this. They want to take from the poor to improve the poor, and I just can't understand that. I cannot understand how you could take from the poor. So you want these poor people to die fast. And believe me, they will bring the system up to 650, yeah? But they're going to damage it. They're going to take off these people.
Yeah, they're going to take out a lot of people they perceive is not there.
And then they're going to say to Grenadians, look, you see, we bring it to 650. After they have more people, they will create more poverty in the country, more suffering. And we go more at the elderly people who is done. And when I'm talking about done, I'm talking about Artway and Lockwell and the fella in the country up there, you know. A lot of these elderly people will be going there fast. Because that policy, tell me what kind of policy that somebody on the seed program for over 10 years, over 12 years, old people with different medical problems, you're taking them off. You did not do due diligence to take off these people. You didn't find out what's the problem. And the thing about it, you return people telling them, let your children do it, and let your children do it. But yet, our Prime Minister, Deacon Mitchell, said, these people work hard to build Grenada, so they deserve it. But now you're blaming it on their children. Children these days, and let's be fair with one another. A lot of children, these children, don't support them, don't give them nothing. Children have their own agenda, and these people cannot depend because they have a grandson or a granddaughter to give them, because these people have their own agenda, they have their own problems too. Some of them have their own medical problems, their own social, financial problem with mortgage and all this kind of thing. So the state is assisting these people with a little pickings. And here you come, here a regime come in, want to take it away from the people, and taking it away from the people, and not just taking it, but taking the people away from it. I'm bothered murder. Thank you.
Okay. The number to call 442-0175.
We have a call again?
Mr. Carl, that is the policy of the NDC.
Good afternoon, caller.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Hey, what happened? I don't see you, I don't hear you. What happened, you know?
But I don't see you, I don't hear you. At least you know there. I wonder if you just give you people and them in Grenville that less, so you say, you just spoke to them.
What you mean?
You're making them know what, like, that people and them want to, stuck with it. They might help crucify Christ,
Who were you stuck to? I stuck to everybody?
I know, I tell you, some them people and them, I know you have a lot of friends in Grenville.
Yeah, of
And
course.
I ask you, just how you come and you're talking on the program.
Yeah.
I ask you if you just tell them.
Why not?
So why we make we head so hard?
Not we. Who do vote for us? That's them.
Who don't vote for us? Everyone. Vote MP, vote NDC, everyone. Not who don't vote for us. The thing is now, I listen to some people saying, why the leadership be like how Dr. Mitchell lose his seat? Because the leadership is not well.
He lost. You say Dr. Mitchell lost his seat? Who tell you that? I don't know the seat with that Takuma.
Dr. Kitchener win by about 1,700 votes.
No. Last election.
Okay.
I told them, Dr. Mitchell will lose election because he lose election by cheap votes.
I want to agree with you.
if it's me at walk-in, and I walk in for XY dollar, and I hear that I getting permanent, I gotta vote for it. Because you're looking for better. If you want to build a house, you can't build a house, and they're telling you, this is what the campaign say. Want to go to the bank, you cannot go to the bank because you is money, and you can't get access to the bank. So when I reach there, I'm going to make you permanent. People fall for it. The last in the rally, yellow blind in my eyes. If I have 8 children, me and my 8 children vote NDC because we go get permanent, we go get razor pay. This is what everybody do, you know. But they won't vote because the MP and NDC. They vote. And this is what I'm telling people, that cheap vote fall for. Last election, when they did 2013, they do the same thing. And listen on the radio station stating that we'll never overthrow you. We never take you out in the program. We're making the program better than we are.
Imani.
Okay. But Imani, I don't know what is the name of it. I don't know. You don't have it. You check it out. I look at every time I go out, I'm looking for the warden. One, if you contain them by the fingers. You check it out. I just don't understand how we could sit in down. And I just now hear a caller saying, when election near, they go do all what they have to do. That is just to keep them there. But if we want to play foul, we can still come back. We dead. Trust me. We dead. We dead. We cannot sit down and come in on the program and saying one, and then in tomorrow morning we saying something else. On Shaggy Station you can't say nothing, you know. Them Dover, them ready for you,
I don't have time to listen to Shaggy. I must start listening to Shaggy.
No, I just listen the comment. You check it out. If I call, because you're so busy, if I could call, I give them Dover and what is Pali get the job, but I don't get the opportunity. So that is why I can't. When you hear the tap, it hurt in my head, so I can't get the opportunity. You see how I could get all you?
Yes.
You can't get Shaggy Station like that. Them Dover bad.
You have to stand up. You have to stand up and defend, no matter how hostile they are. We have to stand up and defend.
We have to defend it. I want to defend it.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling them, a lot of them, what they're saying, they get my job. If it's me and they let go, they get the job while they let go people in.
Okay.
That is why defend the thing.
Okay.
Them kind of people and them are listening. When you hear Shaggy there on the station, you have a certain person she can call. And anytime they hear the other one day, she busy to come and bitch him out.
and listen look where she is.
But let me call on this program. Tell them to call on this program.
Thank God make money she day in that place. She don't going up, she don't going on, but be remote. This is what you have to look at. They have to stop this foolish thing and them. Love people. We cannot say we love people and then we going outside there. The cheap vote and them head, you know. This is what are going on, you know. The cheap vote, what bring them there. If they talk like people, big people, as ministers, and do what they have to do. I don't believe they would
But
have
Regina, you don't feel the cheap vote going to take them out?
the cheap Moss, you could have all people voting them out.
Okay.
And it time. I can't tell. I listen Kel and Bob what last evening, what he and he telling you, look at what going on. You cannot praise him because he work with Dr. Mitchell budget. So he's looking for his budget now to grade him.
Okay.
You can't grade him on Dr. Mitchell budget, you know.
No, you're right.
His budget.
Let's look at him.
That's what you have to do.
All right, thanks for calling.
All right, later.
I have a next one if
Take the call, please. Hello. Afternoon. Welcome to the program.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon to Masakal, Igwe, and KB. No, I don't know. This one is bothering me. Bothering me in the sense that we have 9 persons elected to government. I'm not too sure of their first name, so I'll just go by their surname. We have Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell. We have Honorable Andrew. You have Honorable Redhead. We have Honorable Andal. You have Honorable Cornwall. We have Honorable Telesford. We have Honorable James. Honorable Andrews. And the next one is which I cannot remember. Cannot remember the next one. Now, these persons were elected by the various constituency. Nobody, and I'm saying nobody, is telling me that persons who elected them 150 that is being deducted. I want to believe, that is my opinion, that these constituents would have approached the representative, letting them know that they are effective. I said that is my opinion. I want to believe that these ministers are approached by the constituents, letting them know that they are effective. The question is, what are the ministers doing? You said we're talking about the 150, yeah, we're talking about the 150, we're talking about the 150. Let's take it up a notch. I firmly believe that these ministers are aware that their constituents are suffering, that their constituents are angry, that their constituents are unhappy, the constituents are crying. What are the ministers doing? These are people that voted, they have been affected now. What are you doing to help them? Each of them go mute now. I remember hearing one minister say, the good people voted him. If the good people voted you in, there must be 1 or 2 of the good people that is affected by the action taken now.
Talk, madam,
what
talk.
are you doing for the good people?
You coming strong.
You need to face them head on. Let them know that we are not stupid. You understand? We have to let them know that we are not stupid. Don't tell me that your constituents are not crying, they're not complaining to you. What are you doing? What are you doing? It is left now not only to Prime Minister Mitchell, but each and every one of the elected members to see what they will do as it relates to the $150 that is being removed. Each and every one of them is guilty.
My good friend,
Each and every one of them has a part to play in it, and you know that your constituents are being affected. What are you doing? You silent. You go no. Nothing is said.
Hands on the
Nothing is being said.
the
And
mouth
nobody is
zip.
telling me that the constituents don't approach the ministers, the various representatives. I firmly believe they approach them. But what? Everybody seems as though, right now, it seems as though the hand tie behind the back. Well, let me tell them, the constituents will have their hand tied behind the back
You
from
get
now on.
handcuffed.
Have a good day.
But before you go, caller, look up the word dictatorship. Look up the word dictatorship and you go understand what's going on in this country.
You see, the caller is so correct. They all are collectively responsible for the removal of that money. And you cannot blame it only
on the Prime Minister.
On the Prime Minister, Michel.
And then
hold all of them responsible.
Look up the word again, complicit.
Yes. Yeah. Hello?
Hello.
Afternoon.
Good
Comes.
afternoon, Mr. KV.
How you doing, my sweetie?
They are listening on the from time when you come on, you know. Good
Okay.
afternoon to
Good afternoon.
To Grenada, Carrefour, Piki Matnik, Zibwe, and Master Carl. Yes. Well, I see you on your nice ice green and gold cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope they don't call us clown for wearing it, because last year, independent, all those people who wear the ice green and gold,
they call them
Kem Jones called them clown. I hope Kem Jones, I hope you listen. I hope all those people who wear the ice green and gold, this independent, you call them clown too. I'm waiting for you, Kem Jones. Yeah, go ahead, Kami.
Master Carl, y'all, I want to say good evening to every Grenadian who is listening to this independent talk today. You know? And it amazed me to hear people speak about what's going on in this country. Earlier on, KV, you say, we're talking about the bills and how people, what's going on in this country with people. KB, a lot of people is suffering. A lot of people is suffering. I won't lie, I take communion this morning. I won't tell no lie. When you walk in the Indian stores, all the jerseys and the bandana and the flags there. I remember over the years, KB, I used to make money in the bandanas and the flags. You understand? The whole place to simplify. You see one little piece of bunting here, once they don't even want to wave. The wind don't even want to wave them. It's so sad. And we are saying the anthem. We saying the anthem. And you're treating poor people in this country in that way, that manner. You end up keep everyone I don't understand how a man just and you know what hurting me? He said the poor people of this country work hard and you still take out their money.
His own words.
And they had it clung. Doom. Calling people name and calling people all kind of name. They go bust their bubble.
Yes.
But they're not telling me nothing. He beating up on me. He beating up on everybody. They afraid him. The job he gets is to run him out on the radio. But I leave him to God, and I want him to know. You see, I know you're listening. You have two girl children, boy. Be careful what you say, boy. Because you have two children and it's yours. Be careful what you say. KB and Master Carl and Zibwe and all who listen. I remember in COVID time, we couldn't go to work in the terminal. And Dr. Mitchell was on Hard Talk. But that was the lady who was hosting the program that day. The lady from Mount Morris. And I called in. And I asked him, I said, Dr. Mitchell, how we going to pay we rent? Because we can't come to work. You understand? We don't make any money to pay rent. And that man said, don't worry, Tommy. Oh, God bless Kit Mitchell. God bless Kit Mitchell. And KB and Massacre, that man paid 3 months rent for us in the bus terminal. 3 months. Months. And you know, Grenadians beating up on that poor man. They beat up. I want to remember the boss and all get checked. One day, one of the boss man from Grenadians come and show me check. And these people beat up and keep me chill. And they say nothing. It is so sad. We put a curse on Grenada, boy. We put a curse on Grenada. Massacre. All you don't believe me. We put a curse. People suffering. Yes, today. There's one young man, I won't call his name, living in Dabo. The man used to sleep in the barrack. I went to a lady that was in charge of the seat program and I speak to her. I said, that man suffering. He used to work on boat, he used to work in hotel, and he ended up on the street. I said, help him also me. That lady helped him. She go to Dr. Mitchell and spoke to the man and they said, put him on. Because he had to eat and drink. Yesterday he came, he had people there was present. And he come to me on the terminal and he used to cost me after he get the money. They started giving him the money and he used to cost me and cost it myself. I said, boy, stop that. They will suffer. Yesterday that man came in tears on the bus terminal and he said, Miss Kami, I returned to my voice. He said, this people wicked. He said, I the NDC and they take the money from me. And I don't have one. Where he's staying, he just give the man a little money for him to get a night rest. He can't settle. He end up back on the street. And he say he returned to his vomit. And he put in costs on them. I say, damn good. I told him so, but I still end up giving him $7 to go.
Ah, Kami. I like that.
I give $7. That lady from Chotez, she was there, she was present.
All right.
I ain't telling no lie. It's so sad for what we're doing to with people in this country. And as the lady said, Shaggy program, a lot of them just call and beat up an NNT. And then they go on Shaggy and say something else. A bunch of hypocrites in this country. They are a bunch of hypocrites. And now you have to stop that and be real. Because everybody's feeling it. It's not only NNT supporters that have to pay the water bill and the light bill. I tell myself once, was only NNT who will suffer. Everybody suffering.
So right, true.
Everybody, NDC, NNT, DRLP, suffering. You understand?
All right.
No.
Yes, man.
School children say, teachers going on strike.
When?
That's what I'm hearing. School children say that.
They too shame, they can't do that. they don't take pay already when they don't work or they go on strike now. What they go strike for?
Well, I don't know what
when they don't work, they get paid. What are they striking for?
That is what school
children say. Like Masanto in the night again do?
Because I didn't wrong, I didn't tell me that and people talking when they drink their beer. And they talking, so I listening.
Yes.
School children said, be careful. They will go on strike.
We can't be careful.
I'm just telling you what they're saying. I don't know. I don't have the facts. But I'm saying what I hear.
Well, keep your mark on.
Keep
Nurses
us.
balling. Doctors. And not say yesterday.
Yes, let me hear that one.
The Minister Health once. And it passed 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock in the night. They didn't know husband to come and speak to them. It is so sad. I don't forget of all what the NNP government do. They say the lady there in America. But I don't slap. I don't shake in hand with all you boys.
Yeah, all right, comes. You give us a call back.
I didn't vote for NDC. I don't shake in hand with all you.
All right, take care.
Next call.
No, yeah.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Good evening, brother.
Good evening.
Cool. Well, listen, I want to join with the caller before coming, or 2 callers before coming, the brother. You know, I, as a clergyman, as a pastor, I want to also share the sentiments as our brother did share, asking the government, please, to give the poor people back the money. Yeah? And it's disheartening to hear now that they are now starting to remove persons from the list.
They're purging the list.
They're purging it, yes, they're cleansing the list, but in a negative sense of the word. You know, the scripture says in Luke 12, 33, 34, when that was concerning the possession. It says, sell your possession and give to the poor.
Yes.
Provide purses for yourselves that will not wear out. A treasury in heaven that will never fail. You see? And the good Lord said, Ancient of Days, said that if you give to the poor, you are lending to him.
They are forward payment.
Yes, so our call, most sincerely, not only calling to return the $150, but to give back the poor people the money one and stop removing them from the list. These poor people need support. They need the support. They need the medical support that the former administration had given to them. That was not a handout. That was an assistance for their own well-being. So we need to send that message. You know, we don't want people to think that we're politicizing anything. That is the social, and that is the most modest thing to do, brethren.
Yeah, man.
To take care of the poor and needy. That's why the former administration was so successful.
Yes.
You know, to know I'm trying to study why we lost the election. I still not coming up with that. I'm hearing different excuses and different blame game and all that, but I believe that something went wrong somewhere along the way. Something. Comrades, you all continue doing
yes, but before you go, you claim to be a man of the clergy.
Yes.
Now, you remember the story of King Saul?
Yes.
Sam was the land, they cry for a king.
Right. Yes.
And the ancient of days say, I will give you the king you want.
Right.
But with that king, I will give you other things to steady you.
Right.
Now, when the ancient of days became flesh and dwell among men, in the beginning was the word, and the word was God, and the word. He said, the king will reply, what you do to the least of my brothers, you do it unto me. So if you don't do it to the least of my brother, and if you're doing poor people that, you know the ancient of days vex.
Yes, that's right.
They're not my words.
And Carl, if you remember that same 1 Samuel, I think around 15:22 thereabout, when they were coveting other nations and wanting to be like the other nations. You know, the good ancient of days said, Samuel, they have not rejected you, but they have rejected me. Let them go ahead and look what's going to happen. The sons are going to turn them into war dogs and kill them in battle. They're going to take their daughters. They're going to impregnate them. They're going to make children do. They're going to do all of these things. But they said, no, they haven't feel enough. And that is a thing. That is what I think was that had caused the demising of the former administration. Not that they did something wrong, because I've been following them, and we've been on the trail. We've been talking to people. We've been trying to educate people. And I'm not saying this just like that, you know. I mean, yes, I'm a clergyman, but I have my right to support whatever my conviction is politically.
Let justice run on like a river.
And this time I've seen supporting the New National Party because of the policy and so forth. And I'm not ashamed to say that. I'm saying that every day. We have to educate our people to study the constitution of our nation.
And never forget our history.
We have to never forget.
Yes,
Thank you. Have a blessed day.
Blessed day.
You're welcome, brother.
Next caller, please. Hello.
Wait for it.
Hello. No, but
Only will leave. It takes a while.
Yes, yes.
All right.
Because
Hello.
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 Good day. Good day.
Good day.
Good day, sir. Gentlemen, good.
Hey, how you doing, Chief?
Yeah. The colonel that you're talking about is the gentleman father. Is it the same, Miss KB? I will know. Is it the gentleman that you saw when Latas estate?
Kiap, yeah?
Huh?
Yeah.
I know that man good. Very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Secondly, I heard you say that is not $500 the losses get is 480 something. What breakdown that cost?
Well, something remove, and then he put the nurses in a precarious position because they now has to pay personal income tax on the whole salary. So they lose it again.
So you see, it's a whole tomfoolery thing that's going around. And the lady that spoke before made some valuable contribution. The ministers know it. That could concern Thomas was an air saying that government doesn't give a raise of pay every time, so the people can't expect a raise of pay. Like if that raise of pay that was given, increase of pay. Miss M. Thomas was proud to say that, and she was supported by the member of Parliament, Miss Delma Thomas, supported to say that. So you see the chaos that we find in ourselves in. The lady is quite right that the ministers are aware and not saying anything. But she was the one that said they would not take it out. Government will continue with it. And then she go back and telling the nation now that people can expect raise of pay all the time. And she have a chorus to her co-minister, not minister, but parliamentary representative, Miss Delma Thomas, in support of her. So it's a whole chaos that's going on. But it's sad. It's sad to see people thinking those kind of way. Because I was shocked when I heard that statement for the first time that the Prime Minister said that the World Bank said if you're getting less than $650, you are considered poor. And he asking why the NMP didn't put it back. So he forget that he's Prime Minister now. If the NMP didn't put it back and you put it to 650, instead you putting it to 650, you take out in it. I believe and I support the government in cleaning the list, because I think there are times when you will have people that shouldn't be on the list. I have no problem with that. But you clean the list. Why you didn't clean the list before? Because you knew it was coming, so you had a chance to clean the list. You was in power since in June. So you could have cleaned the list, and I have no problem with cleaning the list, as I say.
Okay,
if there are people that don't supposed to be on the list, take them out. But you take out random list and then go back and clean the list. I can't see that part of it. Because you make a random take out. You stop everybody, I know you're cleaning the list. I mean, no, that I can't go with.
Okay.
I consider this thing to be hypocrite, and some of the persons that are supporting, that in top position, they remain as hypocrites. And we can't build without, they're talking about build Grenada forward. We can't build Grenada forward, whether it's NMP and NDC, if we have so much hypocrites on. When NMP in power, you dance into NMP. When NDC in power, you dance into NDC. Tell a man when he's wrong. Thank you.
Okay.
Keep what still baffles me. Mr. Gregory Bowen, from he started then was, explain the reason for 150 to cushion cost of living.
Yeah.
The present Prime Minister's address say it get worse. So there's no rationale to take it out.
Yeah.
If you put it for a purpose and the purpose get worse, you're taking it out.
Yeah.
That means you don't care.
Yeah.
So no excuse and who say and who supporting. The fact still remain the issue for the 150 get worse than it was added. So there's no need to take it out. And then you know about the World Bank report. Let's take the colleague.
Hello. Afternoon.
Hello.
Afternoon.
Afternoon. Yes. I'm listening you on the radio, but I have some problem with my TV.
Okay.
I don't get into with my TV.
Okay, well, listen on the radio.
I'm listening on the radio, but I don't know if I could get a help with the TV because it's showing no reception.
Over the internet.
Okay,
well, listen. We'll advise you to listen on the radio.
Pardon me?
And we advise you to listen on the radio.
For now.
Yeah. Check Grenadians?
No, just listen on the radio for now.
Well, I don't know. Up to date now. A month now I buy my TV and I can get reception.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on.
All right, well, we can't comment much on that. All right.
Just listen on the radio for the time being.
I'd like to see what's going on the TV.
Okay. All right.
Have a good evening.
Have a good evening. Thanks for calling.
I don't know who to check.
All right.
Get a young person around you. Any young person, tell them to come and put the TV on YouTube for you. Get a young person around you. Any child. Yeah, continue.
Hello.
Next call.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon. I just want to say.
So you're happy this evening we on? We on, so you won't get called from Canada and all about today.
Well, why are you doing me that?
No, I mean, I know you're happy that we on because you don't get any calls.
Well, you come all too, you know, as though you was for the carriage, you know.
You don't get in cards and calls from friends you don't even know.
Well, I just want to tell you, well, you know, we have two sets of children of the Anglican and Catholic. I don't know which one let's say.
Anglican children?
Catholic is bad people then.
No, Anglican because we came up from that direction.
Yes.
So when we buy out SAB up there, I see a bunch of them waiting to go maybe in some independent thing and then they say, boy, look at what's going on. People don't get paid, all kind of thing.
I tell you how they say now. They tell that when the minister father got his 300, he said, oh God, no, you didn't put it there. Why should you take it out?
That's good.
That is what the school children say. So I don't know what they mean, what they didn't mean.
Yeah.
And the other thing I want to, I don't know if I should complain that I got a light bill and I think it's frightening.
And the next one will be higher.
No. No, don't tell me that now. I get my light bill 500 plus, you know.
You got to pay 7.5% VAT and the levy.
You had the freeze?
No, I don't know. One fridge I have? Hey. Well, afraid you know, you'll tell me that they know. Oh, God, lads, save us. Okay, then, sir.
Don't let you be troubled.
All right, thank you.
What?
God will make a way for you, man. He never forsake his children.
And could you tell me what is going on up the foot where you come?
Well, I have to address that situation because 75 application for resignation is up. School children say 75 people said in the application to retire. So I don't know what's going on, and then we hear now kind of thing. I don't know if the commissioner in charge because MP meeting accident, he don't stay on the scene. When the corporal in Granway talking to him, they make note in diary. Commissioner don't say he don't know. KB political son in Karaku with sergeant of police, note in diary. The commissioner saying he don't know. And then big article on the commissioner in the Grenada today. Or in the new today, what they call it? I don't know, one of them.
Well, how they could
about who they in charge, like they ready to thing because they're making confusion school children see with the clerk of parliament like they want to I don't know. But what I want to what I need to say to the RGPF, they need to do some things better. Because if 75 persons indicate they want to go, find out the reason why. And then promotion in the air. And they don't push when they publish in the code. And Mr. Vanny Cohen is a man who have appreciation for the law. You have to know. If they don't know, advise them.
But Mr. Thing, what I understand.
And if he, hold on, wait a while. And if the Prime Minister want to go on and fall in the sea and don't inform nobody, don't cause the Coast Guard commander. This thing don't supposed to happen. Let's take the colleague.
Yes, Mr.
So take care, my friend.
Wait now, I just want to find out that.
Okay.
I understand that your countryman will be the commissioner. So could you tell me about that soon? You'll be happy.
You don't want to answer.
My countryman, they just promise them all kind of thing to get them tired.
You believe that?
The present national security advisor wouldn't want my countryman to be commissioner, so they are no already.
I don't know, but they say that is the latest. I'll let the school child call me and tell me, so she said that what she find out. We'll get commissioner from St. Patrick.
No man, the commissioner will be from Marquis.
Not Marquis, I tell you
I tell you what the commissioner will come out, you don't listening? The commissioner will come out in Marquis, right on the sea.
Mr. Vanny?
I don't know. Anybody that come out from Marquis right on the sea. They say that the air apparent.
Okay, thank you, sir.
But you are calling the shots?
We have a next one on the WhatsApp.
Yes, take it.
Hello.
Hello, afternoon. Hello.
Hi. Good. Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, we hearing you loud and clear.
Hi.
My good friend.
Yes, my boy. You.
I deal with them.
Okay. I just want to say thank you for, keeping us updated on what is going on, because you know where I am and I'm not there to hear as much and see as much. So I want to say thank you, to you and the Real FM team for keeping us abreast of what is going on. And my question is, where are the pastors and the church that was throwing down a storm before election? Where are they now to speak up to say it is injustice to what is going on now, especially to the poor? How could you forsake a poor, the poor in your nation, when it is written in the Bible to take care of the poor? What kind of a heartless people?
Seeing that you touch on these things about the poor and the Bible. Now the prophets of Baal. You know what, Elijah? And you think and all they pray, they beat up themselves, they cut up themselves, they light candle, they walk the road, and nothing didn't happen. And when the prophet pray, he say full up the altar water and the prayer and fire come down. Then if you can remember, he was farming in the land. And then real rain falling and he had to run before the king and them to save them. So NNP had to come back and save the day. They're not my words, thus saith the Lord. So if they vex with me, take it up with the book.
That is like Jonah,
Well,
they say throw Jonah overboard. But Jonah was the same one that had to go and save Nineveh. Rescue. So, I think we should learn from our mistakes. I'm not
who doesn't remember our history?
2008.
We just need a little nudge sometimes. So what happening is like a little nudge. Because you see complacency is a bad thing, eh? The Grenadian public became complacent under the rule of the NNP because everything happening. When Dr. Kit Mitchell and others go anyway, they come back with something. The economy was flourishing, people was working, people getting paid, and it's still at excess. We had a pandemic and we didn't panic because we know the people that are in charge could have handled and they did us proud. And these people, they handled us in Ivan. They handled us in MLE. When they take over in 13, what the National Democratic Congress do to the country, they fix it. And within 1 year of coming back in government, people must not forget, they pay $83 million out of the $110 million in unpaid claims in the Treasury. And they pay $50 million to public workers, what NDC the promise. They forgetting that. So they come now with a little 75 or 60 million, they say. Yeah. One now is 100. They make it nice. Yes, we know what you have to tell you and need to tell the stories, because they paraded now, because they meet $500 and something million they making all kind of shenanigans. They saying how the NNP wicked because they didn't pay that, they didn't pay this. Now it seems like the revenue stream dry up because we want them. Say making a new obligation, you have to find a way to replenish, to put back. But they just hemorrhaging it. MIT ministry, all kind of shenanigans. 2,000 for people, so pay teachers for what they don't work for. And now they see in trouble. There are some people who don't even get paid. And that is the crux of the matter. So it is not nothing about politics. It's what is the facts. So we'll take a break here, Igwe, and be back.
From the north, covering south, east, and west. Real FM.
You asking me what is wrong with Trinidad? You can't understand why things go on so bad. You find we so rich in human resources, and yet the country going to pieces. Well, let me tell you, my friend, where we went wrong. After Eric Williams' old car breakdown, we called in an AR, we ordered an next car and installed a new driver. With 33 passengers from the party, we gave him a maxi taxi, fitted with my computer condition. With posh new fittings, this maxi car arrived. Then it started to swerve and nosedive. It took a year for passengers to realize. They say the new driver cannot drive. Of the 33 chosen passengers, Ramnat, Pandey, Humphrey and Sudama, they wouldn't let the poor driver drive in peace. They distracting him and wouldn't cease. While he driving, they hitting him some big cloud. So he stopped the maxi and put them out. And to discuss their fate, they went to drink us straight by a club called 88. The driver called his sweet mouth friend Flash Gordon to give him some driving lessons. Flash appointed himself as the conductor, pushing around them passengers. Meanwhile, the car running about helter-skelter. hard drive.
Here's the excuse that will be made. The excuse that will be made is, it's a lot of money. Well, Grenadians deserve a lot of money. So let me zero in. You have a seed program. The World Bank says, if you're making $650 or less, you're poor. Yet still, the seed program is only paying you $350 and $450. They are aware of the World Bank report. Why then raise the seed program to $650 or more? So if they're interested in truly alleviating poverty or truly helping you, they will raise the figure to $650 or more. So I'm saying to all of the persons who are genuinely on the seed program, particularly our older citizens who would have worked to help build Grenada, the seed program should be for you, for people who are differently able, for elder citizens.
What kind of man is the Prime Minister?
Well, I don't know. Every time I listen to that clip, you know, it taxes the power of belief.
Yes, let's see the call. Good afternoon, caller.
I heard a woman was saying nowadays that she would like to see art. Why she don't get somebody to take the phone for you for her so that she could see her on her cell phone?
We will speak to that person after the program and see what I could work out for.
Yeah, why it's say no, that's Prime Minister there now. I don't sorry, you know. I don't sorry. I want to hear Cam Jones. I want to hear him. I don't hear him at all. Yeah. Okay, goodbye.
All right.
Goodbye. What manner of man is this?
Yeah, Kiwi.
Every time I hear that clip, I tell you, it taxes the power of belief. Hello.
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 Hey, afternoon.
KB.
Hi, hello. How you doing?
I had to find something. Well, are they asking for me girl come over here?
Okay,
You
yes.
know, I called Master Call, I didn't get him. But okay, quickly, I just get from the grapevine another 2 Friday I was going down. All the nurses say they want the 500, which they said some get, some don't get. So the nurses say they want the 500, and what the answer they get, only those what was promised permanent, what will be given. So that is heading for chaos. So I started to get frightened in this country because I need the nurses. I'm not well, I need the nurses. So I don't forget that. They say all of them want it, they don't care who promised, who promised. He said no. Only those like he promised the money permanent, he promised some to those contract workers permanent, them alone here but have to get the 5. So I don't know if you know about that. I don't know if you get that.
Yeah, we are aware of it.
Yeah, I don't know if you get that.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Next caller, hello. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Afternoon.
How are you doing, Chief?
Hello.
Hello, we hearing you.
How doing?
Good, man.
Everything right?
Yeah, brother.
Hello.
Hello, we hearing you.
Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that how come the government doing all this and you're having no plan, nothing new, the intention of what they have for the people. All the employment, the jobs, increase. So, you know, the employees from the jobs, and they fit in the party hacks. Yeah, that is not transformation. That could never be right.
and they cannot tell you what they have to do for you. They can't tell you what to do, where you're going, how you're going, and what they will do for you. Only a certain nonsense what's going on there now. I don't understand this nonsense what's going on. They have to, if you while you're out of government, you have to plan that when you come in, you will do positive things for people. But to me, everything what's going on is negativity, and you're in the prime minister, nobody's saying nothing. And I don't understand what's really going on. Well, that's my take on that. So I don't know if you have anything more to say about that, because I mean, you don't know future plans. The country, like they say they're expecting to achieve a 3 point so much percent
growth
increase, but I don't see that. 1 month, the first month in government after the budget, they fill in already. They cannot pay salary perfectly. So what will happen with us? I don't know where we went from here. That's all I have to say then.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you. Hello?
Zero in. You have a seed program. The World Bank says if you're making $650 or less, you're poor. Yet still, the seed program is only paying you $350 and $450. They are aware of the World Bank report. Why then raise the seed program to $650 or more? So if they're interested in truly alleviating poverty or truly helping you, they would raise the figure than $50. I'm saying to all of the persons who are genuinely on the seed program, particularly our older citizens, who would have worked to help build Grenada. The seed program should be for you, for people who are differently able, for elder citizens.
Hello.
Hello,
Hearing you.
Yes, more people on the breadline, boy. Those guys I used to pass and pretty sauce up. They send them home from Friday.
Oh my God. According to the young people are in KB, lad God.
Yes.
Yeah, and young people, you know.
So what would you know any one of them?
Yeah, Alan from Ahomadi.
No. We're asking that soon. Very myself, Kid and Igwe will be out in the field.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
We want to contact these people in their very own words, because we don't want them to keep saying we're on the radio and only saying that. We want to get these people and them on film in their very own words. So tell them we will be in the field.
From Tuesday.
All right, well, I'll get some more information. Anyway.
Yes, so let we know.
Okay, I know Alan well. Okay.
That one crazy.
Big Honorable Deacon Mitchell listening to that tape, boy.
Just get a next letter here too, you know. People going home.
Again?
I afforded to call.
KB. The Honorable Deacon Mitchell say he go rent to plane or lease to plane, and then he come and give you all the reasons why that can happen, you know. This guy, I tell you, I don't know what kind of guy is this.
But in all the lies
Listen.
the man make.
By October, November, we don't have, as far as I'm concerned, by October, November, we don't have an arrangement where us as leaders in the OECS are prepared to do that. Then it means that Grenada has to go and lease 2 planes so that we can fly between Grenada and Barbados, Grenada and Trinidad. We will have to do so.
5 months later. But it requires cooperation from all the region, because you can't just fly between Grenada and Carriacou. You have to fly Barbados, St. Vincent, so you need all of the islands to take part. You need all of the islands to be prepared to give the airline operator the right to fly into their country. And if you don't have those things in place, air travel isn't going to come down. But it requires regional cooperation. It's not something that individual island can do alone. Even if we bought a plane, they're traveling to other islands, right? And we don't have enough traffic. 100,000 people, we simply don't have enough traffic to maintain a commercial airline that just carry people.
You have certain things a man must say, and you have certain things you don't say at all.
But it seems as though he put the cart before the horse. You know what is embarrassing?
Lies.
In all the lies he make, the one about the seaweed is the worst, you know.
Yes.
When he say he'll get a net to trap the seaweed in the sea, you know, the plane is not a big lie, you know.
Good afternoon, caller.
This lie is the worst. Hello.
Hello.
Afternoon.
The internet gives you a real problem.
breaking up, coming in, going in, coming in.
Okay, that's the problem we have.
We know.
Listen to your radio then.
Yeah, but you're listening and you're breaking up still. I'm not listening to my phone, the radio, and it's going up, it's going down, it's going up, it's going down.
It's overload, plenty call. Plenty people on the system here.
All right.
Right, yes. Yeah, man. This is the live of the century. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, afternoon.
How are you doing, Chief?
KB, this thing, the Yataba coming on a bus. And the bus driver and the conductor talking about the seaweed thing. But asking them if they're crazy, what are they talking about? How they gonna control that? But when they get the guns, fireborn.
Rasta.
My government has decided to continue the vertical expansion of seed program, which was scheduled to end in December of this year. This therefore means that family will continue to receive the additional $150 per household. Madam President, we will also be completing the recertification of all beneficiaries whole to determine how many families socioeconomic conditions
and then with no need for because will be given permanent status.
So KB, if Mr. Cornwall and the Prime Minister watch Grenadians in the face and tell them they go make everybody permanent, you surprising out what they will do? Good afternoon, caller. Let's see it. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Hello.
That person close to the device.
Hello. Afternoon.
The next one is going to come. Yeah, there we go.
Hello.
KB.
Hey, how you doing?
KB.
Hi.
KB, something wrong, man. Something wrong with that man. I mean, come on. And next thing again, KB and Mr. Carl. Somebody call and talk about the police and the court. For commissioner and police. Hey, going one commissioner, but I'm a policeman don't want that man. He's a destruction. He's destruction in the police body. I personally don't like him. They don't want they give some prison officers the little medal, whatever they have to give them. One corporal tell me she know she passed the exam and nothing for her. All of them pass the exam because they have a list. They have a list. Or you could want to put people that is a commissioner or is an abuser or abusing women. Are you sick in Grenada? Mr. Prime Minister, you don't have to pray for me. You don't have to pray for me, sir. Not me, you have to watch you, yeah? Not me. You don't have to pray for me, sir. You're good. Watch out for all this. Something wrong. The man saying something and the man saying something else. I don't understand and I don't know why are you starring for we the Grenadian people when they know. They know when Dr. Kit Mitchell and the other ministers, Delma Thomas, Miss Yolan Bain, Miss Emily Pierre, speak to us in every meeting during the campaign time and warn all you. They warn us. NDC have a track record. And I just take bribe. I do take a bribe because they will make you permanent. You get a permanent letter for home. I don't sorry. I so fine for myself. I don't even want to open the light bill and the water bill. And I'm struggling. I am not lying. Yes, I have a piece of footage. A man bring a breakfast for me from Grenville. Because mine don't bear, you know. And I know they're going through. I know the strong Grenada have been on the ground for years. And they're shame. They're shame to speak. They have something in their mouth. And are you one man are you hate? and I will lose everything. A bus man tell me, Freddy, you lose the bus. And number 7 bus. He tell me that. You understand? And all you know all this stuff and are you afraid to talk. They're going to make you go anyhow. They will give you a letter still. So you have to pray. Speak out, Grenadians. Speak out. And the group in America, they doesn't come in Grenada. Or they doesn't come in Grenada. And you don't know when last time you put in Grenada. From them are you in Grenada. And they never come. So you have to stop this kind of thing. Who they in America now? They say an NDC person they in America shaking and with a lot of they are running them out. What? When things start to backfire, I don't know. I don't know what will happen. I don't see what will happen. A lot of them come down and vote and they go back up now. And now are you burning? Biden just not go deal with all you. I don't run out your mouth and people in Grenada. We are there here. We are there in the kitchen. You know what people are afraid to open it? As the lady said, she gets $500. Eh? Are you have to stop that? We are Grenadians and Tuesday, are you going in the park? Are you planning to bull Dr. Mitchell when he come in the park? I don't go in there, you know. I don't go in there. Because we got to say the anthem and we're not real with ourselves. We're not real in this country. And that's why a lot of us suffering. That's why a lot suffering right now. You have a good evening, you hear?
All right, take care,
Mr. Watson, you have a good evening. And hold on away all your day.
Contract work and reform must go together. Because we commit to pay the retroactive pension and we are doing so. We understand the import of the ruling of the court. But so as not to do severe damage, perhaps even irreparable damage to our economy in the long run, must work out a pension plan going forward that's sustainable.
I can't boo that one. That one was a good comment.
Hello.
We lost it. Call us back 442-0175.
Hello.
Give it a second, Kiwi. Yes, Igwe.
Igwe, I must speak on national security. Because national security is very important for us to thrive. And as the Jamaican will tell you, no picnic can strive in a war zone. So now when you have 3 ex-superintendents parading with a alleged, there's information to suggest that 6 ex-superintendents of the Royal Grenada Force KB have at least walking up and down as who will be promoted in the RGPF. There's information to suggest. And you hear in promotion had to be on the 1st of February, and for some reasons it has been held back. It makes you wonder. When the police officers have already written the retirement, when you hear that the present Prime Minister was out on the sea and there was some mix-up with the Coast Guard not being there and others, you ask yourself what's going on. When you hear somebody in the Prime Minister's detail was assaulting on the coroners and firearm taken from him and so on, it's cause for concern.
You mean the whole police and take a gun?
And in the Prime Minister detail.
Well, next time he going out, they have to give him a Bible, they can't give him gun.
These things are called for concern. When you hear ministers ending up in accident and do remain on the scene, and when the police trying to speak to them, they cursing the police.
I don't get that one clear.
Wow.
He's part of the Prime Minister security.
Detail, yes, security detail.
And people hold him and take the gun?
Yes.
Up to now, the gun missing.
No,
I think they might get it now.
Something the right.
Yeah.
Something the right.
So that is called for concern, KB. And we must speak of those things that it's nothing to do with any individual. It affects the state of Grenada when stability is threatened. And when you hear every week on a particular newspaper, it is suggests that who might be commissioner next, and there's a sitting commissioner, you have to be wary of what is going on.
Yeah. Put him in
something is not right.
Put him in an embarrassing position.
And that is the crux of the matter. And the Prime Minister promised the people pay and grade. But he never understood pay and grade. So you only say you go pay. And now, an excuse should not go around and say it's a lot of money. So, Mr. Prime Minister, you cannot go and tell them now, you go bring them up to speed and pay them for 2 years. Because you say the people deserve a lot of money. And you say the excuse go be a lot of money. Don't let you excuse be a lot of money for the pay and grade. You can't say now, they go make excuse about a lot of money and you're meeting the police now and you're trying to tell them, okay, we go bring you up to par and then we go give you for 2 years. But Mr. Prime Minister, you can't address pay and grade in that way. Pay and grade is across the public service. You can't just treat with the police so don't mama guide them. And Mr. Commissioner, go on nonsense about pay and grade. If you don't know about it, so don't make Linford comments and feel when they negotiated for the betterment of police when pension law was not in effect and they took things to benefit the police. Don't go and say how they don't negotiate well. You didn't know. You playing dumb, you don't know. You're learning big words. You're learning to use big words. So stop that utter nonsense, Commissioner of Police, when you go in meeting and misleading membership of the pay and grade. If you don't know, maybe you could ask Randy Carnot and Linford Cummings and them people and them idea of what pay and grade is. So stop it, Mr. Commissioner. Don't join the Prime Minister misleading and taking the police down a rabbit hole as it relates to pay and grade. Because when the Commissioner, he was the leader of the opposition leader, the NDC leader then, who is the Prime Minister now, when he spoke about pay and grade, he won election. You should have advised the gentleman that you spoke about pay and grade, but it is not how you say it. Don't go in meeting in Central and them Commissioner and give people wrong idea about the pay and grade. And don't make Linford Cummings and them feel they didn't doing a good job in welfare because all you didn't care. Because when the proposal came to all you, one of all you say, if all the sitting commissioner, that can come in front of all you. And when the proposal reached in the government negotiating team, they say that was one of the better proposals they see. So Mr. Commissioner, stop. That's why they have you like Alice in Wonderland. Because you're playing too much games. You play the hokey pokey, you have your left foot in, your right foot out. You do the hokey pokey, then you turn around, they go hokey pokey you next. Because already defending for the nonsense and stupidness and the two investigation, them are going to put the knife in your neck. You have to stop that, Mr. Commissioner. You're playing too much games. Stop this gamesmanship. And then maybe people go take you serious. Because who you think you hiding?
Hello?
Yeah, man.
Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I've been those guys on the program a long while now. And all the clips you're playing, like Mr. Gary Boeing clips concerning Matanrat and Mr. Dikan and the rest of the planet. So, I want you to play all the clips of the former Prime Minister, Dr. Kim Mitchell, where we promised the island gas.
Caller.
Just let him comment and finish with him.
No. You have to set them straight.
He's a...
No, what?
You have to set them straight, Igwe.
Go on.
You have to set them straight. Caller, stop your nonsense. You have places you go and talk that stupidness. Don't come and talk it here.
Not here.
You have place where you go and talk that stupidness. Continue to call them tomorrow morning. Call tomorrow morning and say you call here and I tell you stop your nonsense.
Hello? It seems as though that clip really hot in culture, man, boy. Play the clip again, man. Yeah, I want you to fall culture, man. If pressure.
If you play the clip, more guns and ammunition was found on the put yesterday school children see.
Again?
What? And powdery stuff not looking like detergent, but they say not detergent.
Smoke? Cocaine?
I don't know, okay, I don't say it's cocaine. I say powdery stuff looking like detergent, what is not detergent. I don't know why it's not I not guide on Marcel and him at the chemist lab.
What?
But guns and ammunition. And what this place is coming to?
Yeah.
Why all of a sudden all this trooping is happening? You know why? Because people could have go in the evening on the port and drive out with goods.
Yes.
And thing on check.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And the same set of people sitting in position now. Yes. And nothing has been done.
Yeah.
So they can't deal with nobody on the port. Because then they go to deal with somebody, they're afraid they go tap. Mm-hmm. So they have to compromise and bend down their head on the ground. Like the money lose.
With that tip hot in these NDC people, you know. But it's not we that say it, it's Mr. Deacon that say it.
Zero in. You have a seed program. The World Bank says if you're making $650 or less, you're poor. Yet still, the seed program is only paying you $350 and $450. They are aware of the World Bank report. Why then raise the seed program to $650 or more? So if they were interested in truly alleviating poverty or truly helping you, they would raise the figure to $650 or more. So I'm saying to all of the persons who are genuinely on the seed program, particularly our older citizens who have worked to help build Grenada, the seed program should be for you, for people who are differently able, for elder citizens.
Hold on, Kiwi. I want to talk about the gun again. Yeah. Because I want to... No, don't.
Let go.
Now, we here on Real FM say, once you have social instability, crime go rise. Oh, they say we wishing them bad. But the guns they getting on the post, you have suppressor, silencers, it is known. Gun with silencer is to do work.
Assassination.
It's assassination to kill people.
Yes.
So when this kind of thing and them coming in, Mr. PM, you see Minister of National Security, you only the traveling all about like you're going on frolic. Was all kind of gun with suppressor and silence coming in the country. And the RGPF working as seriously to stay on top of it, but you're demoralizing them with promotion.
75 of them want to go.
75 of them want to go. And the rest, you transferring them because you believe they support politically.
They qualify for pension?
Stop that! KB, that is cause for concern. Gun, silencer, suppressor. That to do work, KB.
I know.
KB, that to do work. And a man like you go know about that.
Silencer.
Mr. PM, please make a better try. Please stop that mama guy. I just go and take a care about this nonsense. Govern the country. All we ask is for good government. That is not a good sign. All is gone on the port with silencer, suppressor.
My God.
It's not about politics here. Here. We want you. We say once you interfere with social stability, it will be problem. You interfere with the seed. Yes. You mash up the debushing. You mash up the environmental. The help for the elderly people. You damage all that, making people go. You have the Imani frustrated. This thing will lead to social instability, which will improve crime. It's a direct relation with instability and crime. And I want them to challenge me on that, okay? Because they feel we don't just come here and speak. We don't make it nice here, you know. We warning all you. We making noise, yes. We like John the Baptist in the wilderness crying out for this country. Because the driver cannot maneuver. He's driving the thing into a precarious position. Don't a rabbit hole, he put in his country on precipice. Guns. Guns lead to crime.
You're so correct.
Mr. PM, guns.
You're so correct.
Guns lead to crime. Suppressor.
Poverty.
Like to put on work.
Poverty.
Men realize that how you put them in a position. Better you keep them with the hand out as you say. Than you put them in a position where they have to go and commit crime to leave. Mr. PM, I talking to you. They go tell you. Your fans and them go tell you because they just tape the program. Let them play it for you. These guns and them come with the suppressor. Mr. PM, are spending some time because I want. That's a serious thing. Yeah. Social instability, KB, leads to crime.
Well, we have to avoid social explosion.
You make 1,000 people go. You don't have in the social thing. Look at Independence time. You have your own people cleaning the road. I see some clean from Paul's to Conference. And you happy about it because you give your ministers 2,000, you pay the teachers, you margin the nurses, you have the police on a string dangling them, and they still have to work because every time they get in guns, Mr. PM, award to the wise is sufficient.
Master, we know of a cutlass culture, we don't know of a gun culture in Grenada. More cutlass we know, not gun. Gun is for Jamaica and Trinidad.
Mr. Commissioner, the police and them call me, and it is alleged that you want to skip a sergeant to ASP. Mr. Commissioner, stop that nonsense. Stop that nonsense. Don't bring the force into disrepute. Don't demoralize the men and women of the RGAPF, Mr. Commissioner. Maybe that's why they don't want you in Italy. Maybe that's why they don't want you in Rome. Because they know your intention is not noble. So if as the police and them say, you want to skip the sergeant woman from sergeant to OSP, why? What is the reason? What is the rationale? She's the best thing since sliced bread? I hope it's not thing. You need to talk in. You should be a wise. Don't go wrong as the worst commissioner ever. I'm speaking to you as a brethren. You won't call me. You used to call me. You don't talking to me now. But if you're talking to me, I didn't have to come on the radio and tell you that.
Or advise him.
Or advise you privately, but you leave me no choice. Guns, Mr. Commissioner.
Silencer.
And you want to promote female sergeant to ASP. So the police then call me 3 a.m. and say, I don't know. That's what they tell me. Clear the air. And you have something to clear the air, you know. You have 2 investigations, Mr. Cohen, to clear the air on. And you need to clear the air on the 75 application you have for people who want to lead the work. You need to clear the air on pay and grade, because if you don't know, don't go and talk nonsense on pay and grade. You need to clear the air on the you need to clear on the Bill Fisher affair.
Yeah, man.
With the Prime Minister was on the sea and he didn't have no coverage, the Coast Guard, and then it is a head that Coast Guard head get cost. I hope you don't cause him not to be promoted to superintendent because of that. Don't be mischief. You have a lot of things you have to do. So maybe you don't perform with distinction. That's why they don't want you in Italy. Maybe that's why they don't want you in Rome. And it's speaking on that because I call for concern national security. I want me and everybody else to be able to roam this country without fear. Mr. Commissioner, and by extension, PM, if you had to shuffle it in. Yeah. If you have to go, you have to go. Sympathies are seen. And to those who extend sympathies, sinners. Let's say the colleague.
Hello.
Kevin?
Hi.
But I hear this thing about this and it quote again, you know.
About the gun and the quote?
Yes, I heard so, but I couldn't think about it because you are told you fact. But as Kibilo man said, they get some gun again.
My God.
You understand? And with the police, yes, and with the police, the security with the Prime Minister, they bust up all the head.
They beat him?
You know, oh God, Mr. Carl, he's not the commissioner. Mr. Martin, he's a good man, you know. No.
Well, you have to answer a question.
Well, yes, you have to answer, but oh God, don't come down on him too much. That depends on Mr. Martin. He's a good man.
Goodbye, who's right? Not that 90% that the police saying. 90% that the police saying he's not a good man.
They want some position and they don't get the position.
Constable saying that, corporal saying that they don't want commissioner.
There's a lot of hard-working police officers in Grenada.
The people are not defending what want him to go. Those what he defend.
He defending some.
Those what he defend what want him to go. They want you.
Don't defend them. And if they do something wrong, deal with them. And if they deserve to get a position, so please, I'm begging, do the right thing because I know you're a good man.
All kind of note making in the diary, which going on in the weekly and the monthly, you're saying you don't know.
It's a concern, as Mr. Carl said, with the guns coming in with and silencer. They go kill me and KB. That don't joke and KB.
Bullets can take me, Kami.
You know what a man tell me? A man tell me, working with IT, say, with computer and all kind of thing. He said they want to sabotage that program. And Master Kennedy tell you that already. Yeah? So we have to be very careful. They don't want us to speak. But give up Mr. Martin for me, please.
What?
Please. I beg it.
All right, we hear you. Me hear you, Kami.
Kami, the man play games. Ask him when he's in the gym why he just hide from people he know and pretend he don't see them. And when shitty the fan and they start to talk about him, when he meet them in gym, he trying to suck up to them. Tell him, stop it. You can't have in 75 police want to retire one time.
No, that's not good.
You can't want to pro sergeant to ASP without no merit. You can't have in 2 active investigations a senior police officer and don't telling the people nothing about it. You can't have the Prime Minister see. And then you don't have no coverage with the Coast Guard. What's about if the boat boss, you don't perform any distinction. If you don't want the work, give it up. You could get work otherwise.
Number to call 420175. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
Good, good.
Mr. KB, Mr. Carl, and Master
Igwe?
Igwe?
Yeah.
Good afternoon. Well, I hear they sell in the hospital, you know, the new wing.
To who?
I don't know.
They say somebody interested in the spot.
Well, they say this spot had to go with the other piece, so then Grenadians Want hospital to go in.
Disposal of assets. The Prime Minister said that in the budget. A way of they go use to finance the budget, disposal of assets.
So when they sell we hospital, where we going?
I don't know.
Anyhow, see our water prep, please.
Do that. We'll do that.
Yes, Colin, but before we go, KB, I need to let the listeners know that yesterday Mr. Pierre and myself visited Miss Jacob.
Yeah,
she's in very high spirit.
I missed that.
And she wants everybody to know she's okay.
Yeah.
We promised to make it a regular affair by visit. I think they said Mother Teresa home or something in Crochet.
Okay.
So she's in very high spirit and she said she wants the people to know that she's okay.
She have a radio?
Nah, we got to try to get one for her.
Or a phone?
Nah, phone, they don't do thing up with phone.
Or a radio?
So we have to try to keep her in our prayers.
Okay.
But she was in good spirits.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yes. So I put her to that she's okay.
Okay. Hello?
Yeah, Nicole?
442-0175.
the number to call.
Yeah.
Call and ventilate.
Yeah, your views.
So, to our World Cup Igwe, Capone tell Rita, Ratty and guns. She say, Capone, guns, Capo. Yeah, guns on the port. They getting guns every time.
A lot of guns.
And you know, it is alleged that he have a substance resembling that of detergent.
Powder.
They say, but it's not detergent. I don't know. I only hearing that.
It can be powder for chest.
Master Carl, you're so correct. When you interfere with the social program, you have to anticipate a social explosion.
Yes.
You interfere with social program. I said, people wonder, why is it NNP? Embark on social program. I say, you have to prepare for social explosion if you don't embark on social program. And when you cut off this program, the result is anarchy.
Government of country includes the whole, not some,
security.
And the social safety net was there to guarantee social stability.
Yeah.
So what he did, he gave a man the thing that, okay, when the month or fortnight come, he has something to go by. And he don't have to commit a crime to survive.
No matter
and the fear of crime, KB, is worse than crime. So if we fearful that somebody go do or something, we live in life in fear.
And poverty is the breeding ground.
So this present prime minister have to understand that. And if you're doing everything to erode, you're making 1,000 people go. You're taking 150 from people. You're demoralizing the RGPF. What will happen? No picnic and flourish in our zone, Mr. Prime Minister.
Righteousness.
Think it over. Think it again.
Must call righteousness observe a nation.
Yeah.
But sin is an offense.
So I don't know that powder resembling that of detergent.
Yeah, but what are good for in Grenada? Grenada so small. What are good for?
What?
That powder substance.
I don't know. What is silencer good for?
Hello, number to call for.
What is suppressor good for?
017.
But I have to put on walking on you.
Yeah, that's serious thing, what they?
Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing, Chief?
Don't give the Prime Minister no advice there. They do what he doing, because that's the downfall. Don't give him no advice. He not taking no advice. He don't have no advice to give this man. Let him do what he doing, that's the downfall.
Straight.
So that's the downfall of Vatican?
Anyhow,
No, KB, we thinking that, but KB, there are cause for concern.
Of course.
The guns in Grenada.
You don't want people walking around this place with guns, with suppressor, silence all about, you know.
We want people to walk around with a Bible and a candle, not with gun.
Or maybe light a 2 mass and to outside someplace in the night.
The prayer man need to start to pray again, man. Because guns now fine in here. We need him to pray.
Guns, Capone?
And you know, when I was in the army, I used to have a gun. From the time I leave the army, I done with all guns.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have use for gun in a peaceful country like Grenada. You could sleep with your window open.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah, it's not true that. Police officer must walk with gun.
But KB, this thing is not good.
You just smelling right. You just smelling
It's not
right.
good. It's not good. Regular, like every month, every someone gun falling out from crate, substance resembling that.
Falling out from crate?
Yeah, at time one for the first set of things fall out from crate and the thing. Hey. So you have to ask yourself how much you pass already.
So that means they have an insight.
What is amazing is that when they get the first set of gun, the owner tell them one missing, you know.
Yes.
Who's the owner?
The owner, the person
the person want to ship the
he tell the police
from up top.
Yeah.
One
like
missing,
you ship 10, 9 they see, you know, one. So somebody moving one.
Moving one. Somehow next one up in another shipment.
They're not no joke thing, you know. This thing is matter for concern, you know. Yeah, and they Gil traveling up and down and nonsense and they don't check, you know.
Somebody gone was in Iraq, you know.
This one is not an ordinary iron, you know.
And they're using Afghanistan, you know.
The iron dog and them is serious iron dog.
Not like a pistol, you know.
You can't go nowhere on the road and get that thing on them, you know.
AKs and things?
This gun is what they use in Iraq and Afghanistan, you know.
Seals and things are using this thing on them, you know.
Euro is...
Eagle, not the ordinary 38 and that kind of thing on them.
Yeah. When you talk about guns, you're talking about guns that... guns that use...
lethal things.
Are used in Afghanistan and Iraq.
The security people there, the RGPF, don't have that heights thing. No, they don't have the heights tools here.
Yeah, they don't know about that.
A lot of them tools are in the group on tree. You think them tools are in group on tree?
But one missing.
Yes.
He gets it after coming in shipment. And now I surprised Mr. Kalsi another batch.
Yes. And this set of them now have what you call silencer suppressors.
Oh gosh.
So and the level of it, you know.
You don't hear any bullet go off?
Hello?
Hello. Afternoon.
Baby, the gun we know in Grenada is AK, Makarov, and 38.
You know that too small. That too simple. That's
sophisticated.
That's sophisticated enough.
Thing in the revolution. So what they do with them? Well, who bringing in this kind of thing? Oh God, but
yeah.
Yes, we have to share what I pray because we don't know.
Go back to the Bible.
The minds of the people, what they're planning in their mind.
Go back to the Bible.
Hey, as Mr. Carl, as you said, is a big concern because a lot of people listen to that program and they're hearing about silencer. You get shot and you don't know, you know. When you get put on silencer, you know. So what's going on in Grenada and should why? And you know what bothers me most of the time? Call the Prime Minister, baby Jesus. Look at what all they bringing out. Why you call him man baby Jesus? It's so sad. Oh God, are you good evening?
Good evening. Take care.
Oh Lord. He's up Mr. Martin, and I think Mr. Martin listening, Mr. Carl. And if I do same, I'm going to talk to him.
Can the Lord love he chastens, and to chasten is to be rough, so I love him. If the mountain was smooth, you could not climb it.
Mr. Carl,
For a snake to shed his skin, you have to rub on something rough.
call him and speak to him as a man.
If you don't take in my car, how do?
You go answer. You don't speak to you, Mr. Carl.
Come with your friend, man.
No, I have a lot of friends, but I don't got it.
You like him?
Lot of money.
She like it. You could say what you want the devil friend.
Yeah, the devil friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, good evening.
Alright, take care.
Just for the listeners out there, KB, a suppressor is basically a silencer, as you say.
Yeah.
Is to kill the sound.
Yeah.
So the man could do the work right by you and you hear nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
And that is a call for concern.
Yeah. To bring it silencer, you must have evil in.
You must have intention.
Yeah.
You bring in sense.
Yeah, but why the man is bringing a critter?
And the caliber of weapon is sophisticated thing. You surviving when you shot from none.
But why didn't bring in a critter Bible?
Or some candles or something.
Or some candles.
Or gift for the children and them for Christmas time things are.
Sometimes they might this who bring in the gun sometimes is big man in society. He might just get a charge and let him go. Hello. Good afternoon.
Sakal.
Hey.
What about the RCs and them, boy? We're getting nothing yet. How much?
The RCs?
20 years, work 30 years, who work 25. We're getting nothing yet.
Boy. Well, I had a simple advice is that the pensionable positions every year should be sorted out in a SR and O. And I think the goodly Prime Minister is a man that have a lot of love for people, so he might sort out the RCs. Because he spoke about some joining of service and so on. So, well, I look for engage the. But what I think you should do, all the RC should put a letter together like a petition, and everybody sign asking for a meeting with the Prime Minister and explain it. You see, you're just telling me you work for 40 years and so on, and explain that to him. So what I advise you, one of all, get in contact with all the RC, do a letter, get somebody to pen a nice letter for it. Pass it through the commission and copy it to the Prime Minister and asking for audience with him. And then please you call, something might work out for you.
Okay.
All is not lost. Have a little faith. Right. AR-15s they bringing in here, KB.
What is that?
They are the type of guns. AR-15s.
Let me see what the AR-15 looks like.
That come out in Iraq. And Afghanistan. Somebody shoot Taliban up there. We kill Taliban with that?
Oh, that's serious, man.
Yeah.
That the man and bringing on the boat?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, we don't know of this kind of gun.
I don't think the officers don't even know how to use that.
Well, you never know. But yeah, KB, the plight of the poor people still continue. Yeah. The plight of the... You see, those marginalized people, they don't... Right. If you do that maybe to me or KB, we will find a way to survive and to live.
Yeah.
If you do that to somebody who make them go there, the qualification to apply to get another job or so forth. Mm-hmm. But the people they're doing it to is people...
They can help us.
That's the problem I'm having.
They're helpless. And as Gregory Bowen said, we have a moral obligation to look after those who left behind. Our responsibility. We can't say it's not our business. Like I was at a shop one day and no one passed. Yes, man, take the money. The tired get free money. What they was doing when they was young. Why they didn't save for when they get old. Imagine that yes, man making a statement.
About the own Grenadian people.
Vexed because the people get old and they have nothing to go by. Leave them on their own. You're punishing them because when they're young, they did not save. Now they get old. You have to abandon them. And that is so sad. How you could look at the poor and vulnerable and treat them. Show no empathy. That is the difference between an NNP administration and an NDC administration.
Okay, but if we look at it, when the past administration recognized the cost of living, look at the measures they take. Gap, they put a cap on gas. The food of basket zero rated. The 25% non-fuel charge. Removal of VAT and electricity and water. Those are the measures continue with social safety net programs. The traffic wardens, they continue the e-money, not that it was the best and we all agree some improvement and other things will happen, but it was a source of keeping people because they recognize all the social stability. What this government come, they come and like they do business.
You have to tame the society?
Yeah.
You have to tame the society.
Yeah, good afternoon, caller.
Good afternoon. Hello.
Amy,
Hey.
just tell her, say, save her what she working for. So when Kid Mitchell go back in power, she don't look for a yard though.
Damage done.
No, Kevin, and the thing about it is to hear how we as a people, okay, all right, now is independence.
Yeah.
We say one family. But people in the family wishing part of the family bad. That's what I don't get, you know. We is one family. To united we stand. But when your brother who need a help up, getting it, you vex.
Yeah.
And I hear the minister, Thomas, Senator Thomas. So the people go and look for work. But you say you don't create work. And you're yet to create one job because you take away 1,000 jobs. You give your friends a set in the Ministry of Mobilization. Then people are from St. David and South St. George, a set of them, you give them work. But you don't create no really work.
But
because taking work from KB and giving me is not creating work.
But Master, because she from that area when they send home about 30 people from Granbury Estate. That is her constituency. Only 2 workers you have in Granbury Estate.
And it is
government estate.
And information is also completely giving thing in her constituency. They tell them to continue working. Now pay is a challenge. And these are the issues of our country. And these are the issues we will continue to speak here about. So whoever say come in here and make noise, yes. We is John the Baptist, we crying out in the wilderness. We is the forerunner. So we won't stop.
Yeah, we have 6 minutes again.
We won't stop, KB.
Before you will play the clip again, eh?
KB, you fall in love with that clip, boy.
That clip will give some of them stroke.
Let me give you.
They will get political stroke with that clip.
So let me zero in. You have a seed program. The World Bank says if you're making $650 or less, you're poor. Yet still, the seed program is only paying you $350 and $450. They are aware of the World Bank report. Why then raise the seed program to $650 or more? So if they were truly helping you, they would raise the figure to $650 or more. So I'm saying to all of the persons who are genuinely on the seed program, particularly our older citizens, who would have worked to help build Grenada, the seed program should be for you. For people who are differently able, for elder citizens.
KB,
undoubtedly,
KB,
it taxes the power of belief.
KB, I'm getting the feeling, I don't know, I could be wrong, that's my view, that the Prime Minister and the NDC did not intend to win, but just to make mischief.
Yeah.
Just create a vibe.
Because
they didn't prepare to govern.
Rent plane, next thing. World Bank report, next thing. Make people permanent, next thing. Pay everybody, pay trustee with next thing. 500 houses for parish, next thing.
Swimming
pool, next thing. How on earth?
You have a machine to make money.
So I am of the view that was just politicking.
Yeah.
And try to make the administration at the time look bad. and hope that the administration will continue to do that to the people. As the Prime Minister, as he then was, Dr. Mitchell said, when you come, you go find out.
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen the ministers is not representing the people, KB.
Yeah.
Because the people in St. Patrick's East, even the people from the National Democratic Congress, because they had some elections for chairman of the constituency and so on recently.
Yeah.
And in that meeting,
yeah,
the
representative,
the minister, the representative, tell them what I am a corrupt man. For he to tell them in a meeting he's not a corrupt man. And remember, as the Prime Minister came in, he spoke about corruption.
Yes.
Whether implied.
Yeah.
So this word corruption with them, I don't know. And the fact that the National Democratic Congress group in St. Patrick's is actively looking for a person to replace the present rep tells a story. That people in St. John reporting that the representative has abandoned sheep.
Yeah.
Why should we stay on it? So the representative, watch this. The representative of St. East used to be the acting Prime Minister every time the Prime Minister go.
Yeah.
Watch this.
It came out?
Based on the CBI information, he's an agent.
Yes.
Check this. And if he is not showing an appetite for representing the constituency, if he is abandoning sheep,
yeah,
why should we stay on it? If by all reports the people of St. John is claiming that the representative has abandoned sheep, why should we stay on it? Why? That's the question. And if something like the 150 happen, and so much people, even friends of yours, KB, who said to you, a vehicle bounced me at the junk, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
And I go to Skeeter.
Yeah.
And she tell me, I will do that for you. And I still don't vote for her. And look how they take my money. You have to realize what assault.
Yeah, man.
Folks, thanks for being with us today. Thanks for being, and thanks for all those who been part of the discussion, whether who called or who messaging.
Yeah.
And we'll be back here next Sunday to do it again. Don't forget, we people's spokesman.
Independent.
And continue to be on the parliament.
Yeah.
And the constituency of Grenada. Have a blessed day.